Angela Levin's here, though, Royal Biographer. Angela, very good morning to you.
Good morning.
So, I mean, we won't talk about Peter Mandelson and Jeffrey Epstein, but it's hard to imagine what Andrew must be thinking reading the papers this morning. But what about Harry? Apparently he's given £1.1 million of his own money to children in need. I didn't think he had that sort of money to throw around.
Well, I mean, my reaction to that was, then why is he shouting at his father that's what he wants? I mean, his main aims for quite a long time, when he's got there, is to shout and get money. And now one of his demands is that he wants his father to pay himself for the protection of all his family 24/7. So where's his money? You know, it's a nonsense. He seems to be broke, but it is absolutely appalling.
Well, didn't he not say that he was, in that interview with Oprah Winfrey, he'd been cut off by his family?
Yeah, well, that's a long time ago, isn't it? And that was a lying thing, because the King gave him £3 million to get going. Yeah. And he just evaporated or didn't.
Well, he also
disappear.
got a load of money from his mother, didn't he?
He had masses of money, but I mean, if you've got a wife like Meghan who spends thousands of pounds on a dress, and you've got a house that's much too big for you, 16 bathrooms, you know, money disappears. What I am really, really annoyed about, if I can say this, is Harry went to the community recording studio in Nottingham. I went there with him when I was writing the biography. It's a place for teenagers who actually nobody wants. They've been out of school, they're out of prison, you know, they are really tough lot. And he went there with me. I went there first. It was quite scary. I asked them what they felt, that they couldn't get lost, but in vulgar terms. And Harry came in and was very good with them, but it was very hard because they were very difficult people. But once he got married to Meghan, nothing happened. And I know because the guy who runs it rang me. He was so desperate. There was no money there. He has lost his interest in them. And now suddenly he goes back today. He obviously thought there were going to be hundreds of people saying, "Hooray, you're back." But there wasn't. There was hardly anything except people with cameras. Yeah. And I just thought, what a terrible way to think that he now wants to sort of outbeat William. So if he goes to all these places, he can go there, and he can sort of make a big fuss. There's nobody there trying to...
He got out of the car there, and there's literally no crowd.
Yeah, no crowd. But actually, if you stop having any communication with someone for 6 years, you can't expect them to fall over and actually think you're absolutely wonderful. I mean, here he is doing all this cuddle and hug stuff. It's all phony, isn't it? He wants to actually show that he's better than William. He's much more wanted than William. But it's not true. It's very childish, very spiteful, and it's the same thing as Meghan trying to pull down Catherine. He's doing this with William. It's disgraceful.
And those two guys that get out of the Range Rover with him are obviously his bodyguards. Are they provided by the UK state, or are they private, or what?
I think those were private, because I don't think he got them this time. Right. But I think they were private. But maybe, you know, he rang a friend and said, "Can you get it for me?"
Because he's later pictured in the Sun Online piece, sort of having his picture taken with loads of people from, you know, there's a bit of a crowd on the other side where he didn't get out. And again, you know, this is a guy who says it's too dangerous here, but he's wandering about with a crowd. Yes,
well, he went to a place called St Anne's in Nottingham, which is very dangerous. It's absolutely scary. And suddenly it doesn't matter. You know, when he goes there, some places, he can go himself, as we saw when he walked up and down the road trying to speak to a friend and couldn't find them. There was no protection there. So the protection is wanted to actually use whenever they wanted to around the country and have a lovely time, you know, sort of just have a holidays and see people that they want to do. It's not anything to do with thinking about actually his position,
No.
because he's spoken so badly about it. His language is so appalling, and you can't just wipe that out.
No, exactly right. Angela, really good to see you. We've run out of time, I'm afraid, but thank you very much indeed for joining us. Angela Levin, their royal biographer, talking to us about Prince Harry and his little trip